Battle Through the Heavens, Chapter 86, A Lethal Challenge in the Streets of Wutan City. Xiao Yan has successfully stood his ground against the Jia Lei clan's provocations, but the confrontation in the marketplace is far from over. As the atmosphere grows increasingly tense, the mockery of his rivals now masks a much darker and more lethal intent. Driven by a ruthless command to eliminate any threat to their power, Jia Lei prepares to turn this rivalry into a brutal struggle for survival.
Jia Liao turned slowly, a jagged smile cutting across his face.
Brother Liu Shi, can I play with him?
Liu Shi nodded, keeping his hand low as he gave a dark smirk.
If you get the chance, do not hold back.
Jia Liao narrowed his eyes. Liu Shi's words brought back a cold memory of a secret talk with Jia Bi. When his father had heard that Xiao Yan's talent had returned, his face had gone stone cold. He had looked at Jia Liao with a chilling seriousness. If that Xiao brat ever accepts a challenge from you, do not hesitate, Jia Bi had said.
Kill him on the spot if you can. If you cannot, break his arms or his legs. We must wipe out a threat like that before it grows.
His father's cold voice echoed in his mind. Jia Li's grin grew more vicious as he looked at Xiao Yan's calm face. He could already feel it. This boy genius was going to die by his hands. Jia Li had total confidence in his own strength. He was a 3-star doge. He had mastered the wind roll decree, a high-tier mystery-level cultivation method. With his techniques, he could stand his ground against a 5-star fighter without losing. On the other hand, Xiao Yan's talent might have returned, but at his coming-of-age ceremony, he was only at the 8th stage of Do Qi. Even if he had improved since then, there was no way he could match a true doge. Jia Li was certain of it. The mercenaries watching from the street felt the same way. No one believed Xiao Yan had a chance. The gap in power was just too wide. Even Xiao Yu stepped forward, her face darkening.
Has this little brat lost his mind?
She muttered. She moved in front of Xiao Yan, her voice sharp with anger.
Since when did you become so reckless? You know you cannot win. Why take the bait? Do you have a death wish?
Xiao Yan shrugged, a small smile playing on his lips.
The fight has not started yet. We will see who is tired of living.
You?
Xiao Yu stomped her foot. She stood between him and Jia Liao, her long, toned legs tensing. Her green whip snapped through the air, hissing.
Let me handle this. I know you have potential, but that is for the future, not today.
Xiao Yan stared at her back. He had not expected this woman, who usually treated him with nothing but sharp words, to shield him like this. His eyes drifted down her back, noting her slim waist and the curve of her hips. He cleared his throat before she caught him looking.
I thought you wanted to see me get beaten to death.
Xiao Yu's body stiffened. Her ears turned a soft pink. She took a deep breath, her voice trembling slightly.
You know how much you are worth to the clan. You cannot just throw your life away. As your cousin, I have the right to protect you.
That is a strange way of looking at it.
Xiao Yan said. He shook his head and gripped his heavy iron staff.
But forget it. I handle my own problems. You should stay back.
He lunged past her, his boots thudding against the ground as he charged straight at Jia Liao. Xiao Yu reached out to stop him, but Shuner caught her arm.
Trust him, Xiao Yu. He is not a fool. He would not start this if he was not sure.
Xiao Yu sighed and nodded, though her knuckles were white as she gripped her whip.
Little bastard!
Jia Liao hissed.
I will make you regret this.
Green dough chi swirled around Jialiao's palms. He stood his ground, his hands hooking into sharp, predatory claws. He bared his teeth and struck, his hands tearing through the air with a high-pitched whistle. Xiaoyan saw the claws coming. He slammed his left palm toward the ground. An invisible burst of force hit the cobblestones, and the recoil snapped his body into the air, vaulting him over the attack. The mercenaries watching let out a collective gasp. The boy's control over his momentum was flawless. While still in the air, Xiaoyan threw his iron staff with everything he had. It flew like a black bolt, aimed straight for Jialiao's head. Jialiao let out a mocking laugh. He flexed his chest, and the air around him began to churn. Several small green whirlwinds erupted from nothingness. The iron staff punched into the wind, but the rotating current stripped away its power. By the time it reached Jialiao's face, it was harmless. The heavy bar clattered to the ground, ringing against the stone. The crowd groaned. Jialiao's high-level cultivation gave him a defense that seemed impossible to break.